Today I'm going to show you my tips and tricks for making perfect pancakes for meal prepping or just a fun weekend breakfast. So I make pancakes for meal prep all the time, and we have many different recipes and options and variations in the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program, which is our subscription. You can learn more about that in my bio link. But for this video, I just use the basic recipe from the New York Times, which I can link below. It's super basic, just flour, sugar, butter, salt, baking powder, eggs, and I already said butter. But yeah, it's the basics. And it's really important to make sure your baking powder is fresh for pancakes, because if it's not, you're gonna have some wonky pancakes. That is probably the number one tip I have for ingredients. I've tried with a lot of different flours, and I find that regular flour and whole wheat flour, if you eat gluten, are the best. And if you're gluten-free, an all-purpose gluten-free blend will be awesome for this. You can also use non-dairy milk. You can use vegetable oil or coconut oil instead of butter. There are a lot of different ways to change it up based on your needs. So after you have all of your ingredients, you can mix the dry and wet together. The key here is to not overmix. It's totally okay if you have a couple lumps in your batter. It's totally okay if you even have some pockets of flour. You just really want to mix gently and not overdo it. Otherwise, you'll get very dense, hard pancakes, and no one wants to eat like a brick of a pancake. Next thing, you want to make sure that your griddle is hot. So I heated up my nonstick griddle pan, linked in description, while I was making my batter. And I'm using a little bit of vegetable oil. You really don't need a lot of oil or fat to grease the griddle or pan you're using for pancakes. A little bit will go a long way. I'm using a ladle to get my pancake batter on the griddle. You can use whatever you want. I kind of like to move the batter around to make it into the shape I want. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. So now we wait, and you should be waiting until you see bubbles popping on the pancake batter. That's how you know it's time to flip. When you flip, you want to use a nice spatula. I'm actually using a fish spatula for this operation, which works best for me. And as you can see, my griddle did not get very hot in this video for some reason, but you want it to be really hot, and then make sure your temperature is kind of on medium. One big mistake people make is making their pans way too hot while actually cooking the pancake, which will cause burning. As you can see, I'm adding some chocolate chips to the pancakes. Whenever I'm using add-ins like berries or bananas or chocolate chips, I like to add them after I've already poured my pancake batter on the griddle. This helps avoid a messy griddle when you're flipping and stuff, so that's just my tip. You can try it my way. Maybe you mix them in. Tell me in the comments what you do. And now we're ready to flip. With pancakes, you definitely just want to flip once. Flipping back and forth will also kind of deflate your pancakes, and no one wants kind of a deflated, sad pancake. So just once will do. And it's not always gonna be perfect, but you can fix it. These look so good. So I used vegetable oil for this batch, but you can totally use butter, and that's what I'll use for the next batch. I love using butter, but again, you want to be careful because butter burns very easily, so you want to watch your heat. You can see that I've had my heat on level 3. It's on medium, not all the way up, because again, you will burn the outside of the pancake and leave the inside uncooked. By the way, if you have any pancake tips, throw them in the comments. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help in the comments. And if you like this video and want to see more cooking tips like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos.